What's this? Okay. Oh, that's right. The Republicans are now the MAGA party.
20 seconds.
That's going to catch on.
You think? You're going out on a limb, man.
State of the Union, angry.
Here we go.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM at 1580 AM. The capital city, Madison, the John and Gordy Show, broadcasting a couple of blocks away from the Capitol Dome. And it's going to be a really, really nice day today. Unfortunately, it skipped over the weekend. We had nice cold weather, and it was miserable. It was just awful.
What are you talking about? Really?
Well,
was it that bad where you are?
It might have been sunny, but, very cold. I
cold.
I want warm weather again, I want the benefits of climate change here in Wisconsin. Okay.
Well, I think you're going to get it today because it's going to be highs in the mid-60s today.
Wow.
In fact, we think we're going to break a record. I don't know what the record is, but it's in the low 60s. We're going to be in the mid-60s today. And starting out with clear skies and 32 degrees right now. So nice day ahead. Yeah.
Well, the temperatures fell forward, as we set our clocks forward.
Yeah. And you and I both have atomic clocks, these clocks that magically switch time zones if you, when you fall ahead or fall behind or move ahead an hour like we did over the weekend. Yeah. And, so mine did not update automatically and neither did yours.
Yeah,
but
mine is still off. I mean, it stays off until it updates, and it's not doing that. I've got two other clocks, one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom, and they're atomic clocks. I have to put them in the window so they can get this AM signal.
Right? Yeah.
And now they both updated, but the one here under the monitor is not picking up any radio signals. It's being probably absorbed by my monitor at this point.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, we're on time.
Well, remember, Trump wanted to do away with the atomic clock.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Because it's atomic. I don't know. AM, he didn't like the over the air signal, I guess.
Well, in any case, he was overruled. We still have the atomic clocks, and they work just fine. Keep us on time.
It's not just our clocks.
Right, it's everybody's clocks.
I mean, these are
all around the world.
Corporations and businesses, and maybe
governments.
Nuclear power plants are run by the atomic damn clock.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's 4:08 in Los Angeles this morning, and people are still probably groggy from the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
And, we're going to get to all that. We watched the show last. Man, what a great show!
It was fun. It was a fun show.
It was really excellent, I thought.
Yeah.
But anyway, first we get the National Day calendar. What is today? Anyway?
I don't know.
March 11th.
Did they pick
11th.
a few days this year?
March 11th. Yeah, that's right, Sam. Thank you very much. It is March 11th. So let's see. Hang on. I got to get the music all lined up and ready to go here. Here we go. Let's see. All right. What's the National Day calendar say for today? What could it possibly be? Well, here we go.
All right, let's find out.
Is it National 311 Day or not? Or is it National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day? Is it National Promposal Day? National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day? National Worship of Tools Day? National Johnny Appleseed Day? National Napping Day? National Red Suspenders Day? Which one of those days is it not? John?
I think it's National Red Suspenders Day because I know you have red suspenders.
You are correct, sir.
It
is not that day.
But you wish it was. You wish you could wear those red suspenders all the time.
because I used to wear them on the Kids Club
Kids
show.
Club. Yep.
And we were watching some video of that from 30 plus years ago.
Yeah.
Where John Peterson popped into the Kids Club and started arguing with the puppets.
Yeah.
It was great.
Francois Fox.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a wise
Also
man.
known as Scotty Yarborough, helping out with the puppetry. Those were the days. Oh, my God. I look at those tapes and I'm thinking, what were we thinking? Anyway.
Everybody could watch them now because they're at democurmudgeon.blogspot.com under the tab John and Gordy Show. And if you just go there, it should be right at the top.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the tab is right at the top, and you can jump in, and there's, I don't know, how many
I think
tapes
it's the
do we
first show. It's just the first show now because I've added it. It comes up as the first thing you can watch. If you
Today
want
is,
to.
yeah, okay. Well, today is National 311 Day, a day to, salute the people that do the resources for communities around the country to connect with non-emergency services. So we salute you non-emergency workers on this non-emergency 311 day.
Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Using the date and everything to have this celebration.
Yeah. Oh, I just made that. I didn't even
love
think
that.
about that. Yeah, 311. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
today
perfect
people are
sense.
not allowed to have any emergencies at all, actually.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
they have
right.
taken the
Good
day off.
point.
It's a holiday. It's their holiday.
That's good. It's National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day.
Wow.
Do you know any funeral directors? I knew one a long time ago.
Do people say something to the mortician or funeral
don't
director
know.
saying, hey, nice job?
Good. I don't know if that's appropriate or not.
Maybe it is, depending.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That whole thing. Oof.
Well, I know it's a little, I don't know. National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day reminds us to thank the professionals who consider every need during the most challenging times in our lives. So, good for them. They take care of things.
They take the brunt.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the next one up on the list is National Promposal Day.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Well, that's got to have something to do with proms, right? I mean, obviously, I think so.
Promposal Day.
Yeah.
Proposal
Did you go to the
day?
prom?
Yeah, it's how you ask somebody out to prom.
Yeah. Will you go to the prom with me? That's what you usually hear this time of year, I guess.
Isn't it a little
People
early
get
for
creative
that?
and fancy
No.
and elaborate these days sometimes.
Really?
They are or they're not.
They do.
There's-
They do.
Yes, proms take a lot of planning, in fact, Sam. That includes finding the right tux, the right dress, the right shoes, the accessories. Do you know how to dance, like a slow dance? Did you take dance classes? Do you borrow dad's car or do you rent a limo? These are just a few of the details
Do
you
you
got to
stay
worry
overnight or do you not stay overnight? Do you get a hotel? Did you get a limo and have
What kind
a
of prom did
naked
you go
party
to?
inside? Well,
Did you go to the prom in high school?
I actually did, yeah, I did. But
I
here's
did
the
too.
thing, and that's why it bothers me a little bit having it so early. Proposal day or promposal, isn't it?
That's what it is. Yes.
All right. So anyway, it's so early. I probably asked early as well, and then we broke up like a month later, 2
Oh
months later.
no! Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, but she changed her mind, and she said, "Well, let's go anyway." Right. So we went to the prom, and we had one of those, just glass slipper nights. It was just fantastic. It was like a,
Well?
Cinderella celebration, and then at midnight everything ended and crashed, and like a dumbass, it was. We see it we'd broken up, and I thought, well, she went out of courtesy.
Yeah.
And then never
you
called
never
her
saw
after
her.
that.
You never
but
saw
she
her again?
wanted to get back together.
Oh, you
Little
just
did I
didn't.
know.
You didn't know until much later.
Yeah, that's my first
that's-
girlfriend. It was my
That's
first.
sad. That's so sad. That explains a lot about the way you are.
Well, I have to live with that now because she passed away.
Oh, no.
I've never been able
It's
to
worse?
see her again. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's really sad. That could be like a Hollywood story.
Seeing her name up on the memoriam, I was expecting to see her at one of these class reunions, and that was not what I wanted to see. I felt bad. I felt horrible. But
That
I'm
really
sure
is
she
awful.
forgot about me and didn't care.
Yeah, that's probably the case. It's National Johnny Appleseed Day. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing that.
Bringing
story,
everybody down, right?
Yeah. You know the story of Johnny Apple. What?
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go with your story
right.
on Johnny Appleseed, because no one knows what it. Nowadays, it's all internet stuff. It's the tube
You're
stories.
right. You're absolutely right. His name was John Chapman. That was his real name. He was born on September 26, 1774 in Leominster, Massachusetts. And not much is known about his early life other than his mother died when he was 2. His father packed up Johnny and his sister. An infant brother had died the previous year. Boy, it's a sad story. Eventually, they made their way to the Midwest. I know that. I think they landed in Indiana and Ohio. Eventually became known as Johnny Appleseed as he worked his way around just planting and propagating apple seeds. And he did a good job of it because they're all over the place.
That's what people did before they had cell phones, right? They saved apple seeds.
Sure.
Do we have an apple seed song going here?
This is from the Walt Disney.
Yes,
short,
yeah.
Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah,
This
they
is
had
a great song.
they had Paul Bunyan on there too. What is this? Can you hear it?
Yeah, crank it up a little.
The Lord is good to me, I think is what the actual name of the song is.
Okay, I got
some apples today.
I have my Johnny Appleseed story.
Do you? Okay,
Yes.
well, share. We
I
got time.
Tell us.
I went to Door County, and they have a lot of apple orchards up there.
Okay.
It was fall, and we went into this farm where they sell the syrup, and they had everything, all the farm goods, everything you wanted, apples, the whole thing. We went into a barn where they had a display. You go into this haystack house inside this building, and you go in there, and on the haystacks they had this, how you have a hat mannequin, the head part, the white styrofoam, right?
Right, yeah, sure.
That's what they had, and they had a hat on it, and they projected the face of Johnny Appleseed on this white mannequin styrofoam head, and it talked.
Yeah.
It was a movie. It was a projected movie, and it was this guy named Johnny Appleseed, and he was telling his story, and it was so surreal and so disconnected. It was like
It's like an animatronic.
It was like that, yeah. Only it was just a projection on this white styrofoam, and it was just so surreal. I actually have it on video.
No kidding.
That was like on, I think it was on our wedding celebration. We went up there, and I recorded everything. We went to the festivals. I recorded the festivals. It was a chili fest up there, and I interviewed people. I know, it was crazy. What the hell am I doing interviewing people and recording actual segments, which we never did air on our cable access show, but yes, that's what I did.
Sad, yeah. Maybe you still can find those, and we can dust them off. And
dust them up, put them up.
everybody.
Yep.
Why not?
Johnny Appleseed.
Yes. We have more National Day stuff coming up. Also, we're going to talk about the Oscars.
All right.
Stay with us. Yeah. Got oatmeal nut waffle day.
The
hell?
I bet they don't have at the short stack waffles.
Oh, we got to mention that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Got to promo that every day.
I've got a song for Worship of Tools Day. The other ones I don't.
Okay.
think I have.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
But what about the month, right? I mean, there are months, national dedications of month for a month.
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
got to get one of those calendars.
Last one was Black History Month. I was thinking that there was International Women's Month, but it was
Oh,
just
I know
a-
it.
I think
know
it is Women's Month, isn't it?
I think it is, yes. What is this month of March? March month. National. Oh,
March month.
It does say National Day Calendar.
seconds.
Maybe I'm just not looking at the right place. March awareness. Breast implant.
That'd be that. Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. Madison, John and Gordy show, and we're talking about what kind of month it might be designated, and National Appreciation of March Month. A little gratuitous, and I guess it. Did you notice? It's March.
It's March. That's right. So let's celebrate March.
Yeah.
But we still have a few of the items on National Day celebration. It's National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day.
God.
National Oatmeal Nut Waffles. Have you ever had one? I've never had a I've never had an oatmeal nut waffle.
No.
I don't know. Is that a thing?
I
Sam, how about you?
Obviously,
No,
not
I
a
don't
popular
think I've had
day.
anything besides just like a plain waffle.
It's not an
I guess I've
Eggo.
had- Yeah, I guess
No.
I've had like toaster waffles and Belgian waffles, but that's about it.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Who would care to have nuts in their
I
waffles?
don't know. I'm somewhat
I mean,
allergic,
hold-
so I would not. Yeah.
Hold off on the nuts. Stop
mean,
putting nuts in
blueberries.
everything.
Blueberries.
I
and
know
waffles
it.
Are good. Nuts could be.
Well, yeah.
I'm
But still,
allergic, so I don't like them sneaking
all
nuts
nuts?
in.
All nuts?
Not
Most
all
everything,
nuts, not all nuts, but cashews especially. But anyway, National Worship of Tools Day.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Yeah, are you? I know you're, handyman around the house.
Yep,
you've
I
got
do
your
fix things up.
You got the whole shop thing going downstairs. You got the
No.
bandsaw. You've got
No.
everything. You've got everything
No.
going. No.
No.
This is a day to go out to the garage, the tool shed, the storage closet, wherever it is you keep your tools. You can clean them. You can reorganize them. You can make them, shiny
that's
and new.
I think that's the problem. Organizing or knowing where they are. Every time you want a tool, it is not where you thought it was, and you never find it. You go out
That's
and
it.
buy a new one.
Well, that's why you need to reorganize things on National Tool Day. So
That's right.
don't be a tool. Organize your tools. That's the slogan of the day.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, we were going to talk Oscars a little bit, right? Okay.
Yes.
Hollywood. What a night, huh? I bet they're still partying. Don't you think?
Oh, yes. I would assume
night
they
long.
are. They're liberals,
All
they're
night long.
progressives. They don't work.
Yeah, they don't work
They're
for a
just
living.
freeloading. All they do is just criticize Republicans.
They make movies and
They
yeah.
never struggled in their life to become an actor,
No, they just showed up in Hollywood and
That's right.
You know,
And
somebody
it just happened.
They
Right.
signed a contract, and next thing you know, they're movie stars.
Yeah, if they got a chair with their name on it, they got their own little cubicle. They've got, or mobile home. Yeah, that's
Right.
what it is. That's what it's all about. It's such an easy life. They never worked a day in their life. They're just Hollywood. That's it.
That's it, huh? Okay.
Sure.
Well, I thought it was a really fun show. I really enjoyed it. I had it on in the background. I was doing other stuff, and then I got drawn into it. Jimmy Kimmel, I thought, was really funny and good.
He's really, really good.
And there were a lot of highlights. I really enjoyed Billie Eilish's song "What I Was Made For" from Barbie. That was
Very emotional.
That was a
song. I love
moment.
that song.
That was a moment. Yeah, that was really good. And she was there with her brother and playing the piano. I don't know her brother's name, but I'm sure somebody out there does, and you can text us or call us.
My brother's name is Phineas.
Phineas, are you a big Billie Eilish fan, Sam?
I don't think you could say that. I know a few songs by her.
Okay. This is the song she sang, right? Yeah. Really good. She has that voice, and it's just so captivating, and it just sings at such a low volume, and just kind of draws you in.
You have no idea what she's singing, what the lyrics are, but it sounds, it goes to the heart of you, everyone.
Right. Yeah.
It's a great, it really is a
good.
great song. It was.
How about, let's see, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? That was kind of fun to see them.
Yeah, that was cool
again.
to see them back together again. I didn't know DeVito was so short. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was, it was funny that these two guys came out. They're also they were villains in Batman movies, right?
And Michael Keaton was in the audience.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was out there in the audience as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, staring him down.
Staring him down.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. Robert Downey won an Oscar for Oppenheimer. That was cool. Oppenheimer, of course, was the big winner.
I thought it was like a decent secondary role, but not something Oscar winning. But
yeah. Well, maybe
he deserves the accolades he gets because he was one of the great actors. I mean, he brought the heart and soul to Iron Man.
He did.
Comic character.
Yes, he was great in that. And he's just always really funny too when he gets up to winning, just off the cuff comments and all really good. Anyway, how about John Cena walking out naked? That was something.
That was it. That was the showstopper right there.
That was very funny.
Oh, wow.
Because they were saluting the time that David Niven was giving out the awards, and the streaker ran. This was live television, of course, and I don't know what year that happened, but a streaker ran right across the stage back in the day.
Popular time, streaking.
So John Cena was there to celebrate
and he was
that
afraid
moment.
to come out. He didn't want to come out. He didn't want to do the bit. That was dumb. And then all of a sudden, he's going to read the award from behind something. That's what we thought anyway. And all of a sudden he starts walking sideways out with the award paper in front of his genitals, and he's walking out there, he's shuffling out.
It was very funny.
Yeah, and it's like, what the hell is he doing? How is he going to get out of this? How is he going to read the award? How is he going to open the envelope?
Right. And then they went to video, or they showed
the nominees.
The nominees, yeah.
And then they came back, and he was dressed in some kind of curtain of some sort.
Yeah, drapery or something.
Yeah, drapery.
That they had put around him. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was good. And what was the other big music? Ryan Gosling doing that song about I'm Ken. That was great. What a number. What a production number.
That was so great. We knew that, I'm Ken, or whatever the hell the name of the song was. We knew it wasn't going to be
Ken.
The winner. I'm just Ken. But he did it just with reckless abandon, and he just had fun with it. And it was just one of the great moments in Oscar history, as far as I'm concerned. It was just fun. It was fun.
It was really good. Yeah.
He knows how to play off the audience well. He's a very funny guy.
Now, do you have that cut from Donald Trump, or from Jimmy Kimmel, when Donald Trump, he texted in during the show?
Yeah, I do.
And I don't know if you have that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's play it right here.
We think we have time. Okay. All right. Standing by.
Johnny, you good?
We're not hearing it, John.
You're not hearing it at all?
We're running up against a break here. We can listen to Ken playing us out.
All right. 6:29. News, weather, Pam Yankee with a farm report. Back with more about the Oscars coming up on John and Gordy.
John, are any of your cuts playing?
Are you able to hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. It's coming across my little board here. Let me just... I'm going to play something not from Sound Show, okay?
All right.
Let's see here. See if you can hear this one.
No.
Nope.
I mean, we're hearing it from your headphones, I think, way in the background.
I don't even hear that.
I'm just hearing way, way distant.
Okay, so we're not getting it. You're getting it out of my headphones. I have no idea what to do with that. So.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we don't have any cuts this morning.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not going to be
Do you want
good.
to play with sound settings at all real quick or no?
Yeah. You got an idea? I don't know what the...
Did we have the echo with the other duo chat input?
Oh, maybe that's it.
Let's
Or
see
whatever-
what we got.
whatever the
Wait,
other
I'm gonna
input
try.
was,
I'm
yes.
gonna try that again. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. How about this one? Let's see what happens.
Do we hit? Yeah. Brings our echo back.
We got echo. And we're not hearing the cut.
Not hearing that either.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I got nothing.
What?
Beautiful.
Any way to send them to Sam?
Nope.
Yeah, you
Nope.
can do that if you
Nope.
can email them quick.
Maybe.
Is there some setting on the Roadcaster that it's coming across my Roadcaster? Let me see here. This is
Yeah, it's headphones still.
no. It's not coming across that pot that I'm using. It's not coming through that pot. It's coming through something else here.
It's routed to a different input.
Yeah, it's routed to a different input.
Weird.
Shoot, I got to get my kid. How much time do we have?
We got
But 3
minutes.
All right.
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. What can we do? We can do more Oscar stuff. I've got a few more things here. Tidbits.
All right. All right, he's coming up.
All right.
He'll probably tinker with
Wake
it
him
while
up,
we're...
or was he already up?
No, he's not up. No.
We can do some
1
more.
minute.
I've got some more Oscar just stuff I haven't used yet, but
All right.
they'll play over the Hollywood music.
There's a chance I could send some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff, over email.
Yeah, maybe you could email in the meantime.
Yeah, you can do that. Talking more Oscars right away, you said?
Yeah.
Come in with Hollywood music.
Okay.
$30 seconds.
And maybe we'll hit the phones a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to take a bat and bam, bam, bam.
No, not like that.
15 seconds.
By the way, I had a nice talk with Luke after our meeting, so everybody knows. Lights, camera, action. Hollywood. Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. John and Gordy for a Monday morning. Still doing our Academy Awards recap. What a night in Los Angeles. I'm sure they're still partying, and all the morning shows, all your Good Morning Americas and Today shows will have reporters there that have been up all night going to all the parties and telling us what happened and who made a fool of themselves and who spilled drinks and all that stuff, because they have wild parties in Hollywood. You watched the show, right, John? Okay. We're not hearing you, right?
Yes,
now?
yes, I love
okay.
it. Yep.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Anyway, couple of things on the Oscars. We were talking about Robert Downey Jr. winning an Oscar for Oppenheimer, and that was actually, he's been nominated twice before, once for Chaplin, which was an amazing movie, and once for that Tropic Thunder movie. But this was the first time he actually won the Oscar for Oppenheimer, so good for him. And then Barbie, which was actually the biggest box office hit, with more than $1.4 billion in ticket sales. Wow. Ultimately, Barbie just won one award, and that was for the best song.
Yeah.
For Billie Eilish. What Was I Made For? We played a little bit of that. And and that was her second Oscar, 2 years after she won one for the James Bond theme, No Time to Die. Let's see. When Cillian Murphy, who won for Oppenheimer, Best Actor, he said, "For better or worse, we're all living in Robert Oppenheimer's world," and he dedicated his Oscar to the Peacemakers. So that was nice. There were some political comments along the way, as there always are, and there were some comments from the former president, Donald Trump. He was up late watching the Oscars, and made some comments, and Jimmy Kimmel said, "Thank you for watching. Isn't it past your jail time?" Which got a huge laugh. Good line. Yeah. I'm sure he had standing by just in case.
Oh, yeah.
So it was all good.
Well, the Golden Globes, they really, swept the Golden Globes. Barbie.
Yeah.
So they got their awards.
Oh. Got a little echo going on here.
Yeah, we're tinkering with the settings there.
We're doing some technical adjustments as we go along here this morning. It's a Monday. We always have the bugs creep in over the weekend somehow, and
we really got to call an exterminator.
I know it, because that's all we need, just to take care of these things.
Doesn't Ed have an extermination service?
I think there is an Ed. Why did you do?
His bit is like he gives the bugs guns and allows them to draw first in the duel.
Yeah, the roaches. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, you can find that for us. Maybe we can use it. We should call Ed.
Well, we should. He's been there for us. So.
Mm-hmm. So what were your favorite moments from the Oscars? You didn't watch it, did you, Sam? No?
No,
Did you forget?
I didn't. I kind of wanted to, but time just got away from me.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
If any of our listeners watch it, you have any comments on it, 608-879-8255, 608-879-8255. I thought it was just really a fun show, and they actually ended on time, which was amazing. And I didn't watch Abbott Elementary, the special episode that they were promoting throughout the show, but it was bedtime for me at that point. Yeah,
I didn't even
past
know what
my
that
bedtime.
is.
Yeah. Well, it's a great show, actually. It's
Have
really.
you watched that?
I have seen it. Yeah, it's really good. It's a great show. All right.
All right.
How are things going on your end, John?
Oh, well, we're just trying to work out some. We can't play any of the cuts that we want to play this morning, and then we're trying to figure that out.
Okay. Well, we'll get it. We'll get that sorted out sooner or later. I heard something.
You heard it.
We did hear that. Yep.
They did hear that. We got it.
The machine is coming to
somehow.
life.
Okay, I think we got the thing worked out. Yay! Kudos to your son. Who was helping us this morning? Cole or who's helping out there in the background?
My son.
Yeah,
he just went through this, and I think everything is working. Let's check. He
has that hometown personality.
Yep. That's working.
He's
Yay!
got that hometown
Thanks.
personality, all right.
All right.
Thanks to Brett or Cole, which whoever.
We don't know. We don't know what we did, but it worked. It worked.
Bingo.
You
All
hit
right,
it with
we're
a wrench until it started sending audio.
That's right. Impact maintenance. Yeah, get the ball peen hammer out and just start hitting stuff.
Man.
That's the way to do it.
I needed that this morning, right?
Okay. All right. Well, good. I'm glad we got it all straightened out.
We did. We did get it straightened out. We wanted to hear that Kimmel cut where he was reading the letter from.
There was
Trump.
a text from Trump, right?
It was a text. Let's listen to that.
All right. Let's. We are standing by to listen to that.
All right, let's hear it.
Things are going very, very well. Just the way we thought.
Here it is.
Okay. Hit it.
I was told we have like an extra minute, and I'm really proud of something. I was wondering if I could share it with you. I just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous. Blah, blah, blah. Make America great again. Okay, now, see if you can guess which former president just posted that on Street Sign. Anyone? No? Well, thank you, President Trump. Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still watching. Isn't it past your jail time?
Whoa. Yeah, people love that. That was a great line. That was a good line. You think he's got writers in the back just waiting to write all this stuff down?
Yeah, yeah. I saw some pre-show thing a couple of days ago, and he had all of his writers in the room. There must have been 25 or 30 writers working behind the scenes.
That brought the house down. It did.
It was really excellent.
Hey, I got a little track here from the Ken song. You want to hear some of that?
Yeah, that was great. Ryan Gosling.
No one knows how hard I tried. Oh, I have feelings I can't explain, driving me insane. All my life been so polite. I'll sleep alone tonight.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be taken. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blind fragility? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was great. Really, what a tremendous production.
Yeah,
he just they were all over the stage, in the aisles.
Incredible.
I mean, just everywhere.
And playing
really
off
good.
the audience, going out there, harassing some of the people standing out there, sitting out there. It was just a great moment.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was the big highlight, at least of the second half.
Catchy
of the show.
song, though. I've heard the song a few times. We've watched the movie 3 times now.
Yeah,
we have actually.
Really?
We've got the 4K Blu-ray. All right, so we're hardcore Barbie folks out here.
I guess so.
But the song didn't stick with me until I saw Gosling do it this time around, and for some reason, just because of the energy he had, and how he just had fun doing the song, it just stuck with me, and now it's running through my head. I'm just Ken. I'm just Ken.
It was written by Mark Ronson and Andrew Wyatt. I'm not real familiar with them, but yeah, great song. I mean, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
And,
of course, obviously outdone by Billie Eilish, but you can't get better than that. That is one of the great songs. Definitely deserved all the awards that it has gotten over the last year.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Hey, a reminder, this coming Wednesday, we will be back, as we are every Wednesday, at Short Stack Eatery at 301 West Johnson in Madison, right downtown, just a block away from the station here. And so we invite you to join us. We'll be there from 6 till 8 a.m. this coming Wednesday, Short Stack Eatery, 301 West Johnson, where Johnson meets State Street there, and we're having a good time there. You should stop in and join us and have some pancakes.
We'll have T-shirts and stickers and flyers. And
yeah, we got stuff to give away.
That's right. We're starting to give stuff away.
Yeah.
So,
So show up 6 to 8 a.m.
You might
this
just
Wednesday.
get on the air. You never know.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you could make a comment. We'll that's a great idea, Sam. We'll have people stop by and make some comments while we're live on the air, having some pancakes.
Live.
Live. Let's do it live. Absolutely.
I feel bad. We did
Yeah.
have somebody stop down and they took a picture of us
I
from
know.
outside through the
Right.
window, and she
They
even
waved
came
at
into
us.
the restaurant. And
Yeah.
we should have waved her over to have her on to find out who that person was and thank her.
Yeah.
With a free meal.
Well, she
Maybe
got in
a
line
year's
to make
worth
her,
of meals, as John and Gordy would pass out normally. But we didn't have any at the time. So
Yeah. Well, she got in line, made her order, and then went and sat down and started talking to some people there,
Oh,
and some
yeah.
friends, and
really, oh,
we
man.
well then we got going with the rest of the show and just didn't make eye contact with her,
yeah.
and so yeah. Well, hopefully she'll come back.
Well,
We don't know the mystery woman. The mystery woman that took the picture. We want you to come back to Short Stack Eatery this Wednesday.
The untouchable John and Gordy, you can't get near them. They're big celebs.
Well, that's right. Yeah, we
Just
have our
ignore
security there, and
Yeah, you're
so
gonna have to hire
yeah,
some bodyguards. Pretty
we've
soon.
got the
that's
velvet. We got the velvet ropes all around us. Don't approach John and Gordy while they're on the air
Okay.
or off the air. That's it.
There is this cut that I just have to play. I don't think
Okay.
it's one of the major stories that we have this morning, but there is a limit to what Fox News can handle when it comes to name calling their opponents, people they don't like. All right, and Stuart Varney just seemed to have had it right up to here with the name calling. Check this out. This was a golden moment right
This will
here.
be good. Yeah.
Got a complaint. I know the campaign wants to win over Nikki Haley's voters, but I don't think you do that with name calling. For example, I take issue with Trump's new nickname for California governor, calling him New Scum. I don't think that's a good idea. I object to that kind of language. How about you?
Well, I think that what Governor Gavin Newsom has done to the once great state of California is terrible. You see real
Excuse
scum,
me.
real
Are you
homeless
okay
people
with bringing
all over
that?
the
Excuse me.
streets.
Are you okay? Are you saying it's okay to bring that kind of language to a presidential campaign? New scum?
This is Trump's press secretary.
Yeah, that's okay?
I think the real problem here, Stu, is the policies of the deranged Democrats from
No.
Gavin Newsom to Joe
I
Biden
think your
that have
campaign
destroyed
has a
American
problem with
communities
language
across
like
this
that.
country.
You don't agree with me, but I think your campaign has a problem with language like that.
Well, I don't think voters respectfully agree with you either, Stu. If you look at the resounding
Really?
wins that President Trump has
So
received
you
across
think
the
you're
board,
going to win over
yes,
Haley voters with language like that, do you? You win over moderates and women with language like that? Really?
There you go. Stuart Varney standing
Wow.
up for Gavin Newsom.
Good for him.
Newscom. Oh, man, that is. Well, and they have their limit. That is the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Calling people
Yeah.
scum.
Exactly. That's where the line is drawn with Stuart Varney.
Stuart Varney, of all people.
Well, he's not a name caller.
Fox Business. That's Fox Business.
He makes
they
a
are
point,
separate
though,
entity.
because when you go out, I mean, both sides do it. Okay, there's the name calling, but it just gets to the point where you just go, you know what? Enough. Let's just talk about the issues and stop attacking the personalities and calling names. I mean, it is kind of juvenile when you think about
It's
it.
very
Don't
juvenile.
you think?
Yeah, I would think, yes.
6:49. John and Gordy for a Monday morning. Hope you had a good weekend. Coming up, we'll be talking about Derek Van Orden. What's he up to now? We'll tell you all about it. I just grabbed one.
That is, I believe, next.
I don't know.
That is, you hit it. Nailed
Did
it.
I? Okay, good.
What is that cut about? Is that about him yelling at
Yes.
the State of the Union?
Yep. Yeah, shouting out. And I found this cut. No one seems to have it, and I just saw an
What did
interview with him.
What did he yell again?
Lies.
I don't know what to play with that. I'll just play something.
Oh, there's a song called Lies. Lies.
Or
It's-
Little
yeah,
Lies.
yeah.
Lies breaking my heart. It's
Yeah.
from the 60s.
Lies is by.
Who's that? Dun, dun, dun. Is it a British band?
No. Well, they sound British.
Yeah.
Lies.
Lies. I haven't heard that in years. Breaking my
10
heart.
seconds. I got a
Or liar. There's a Three Dog Night song called Liar.
Yeah, liar, where they say liar a lot.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
There you go.
Good call. Lies.
Mad Radio WMDX. I love that song. I really do. It's one of my favorite songs.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah, that's great
Kristen
stuff.
McVie.
92.7 FM, 1580 AM. Lindsey Buckingham song, probably.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
sounds like his style.
Yeah. Yeah. He was really great. He was going to be invited into the Traveling Wilburys after Roy Orbison had
Wow,
died.
that would have been good. Yeah.
Yeah, and the George Harrison had kicked that around a little bit with the rest of the Traveling Wilburys, and they just never got around to it. And yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Anyway, a
kind
little
of
side
faded
note
off.
there. A little trivia for you this morning.
They never really hit it off, the
didn't?
Traveling Wilburys. Maybe a couple of songs, one song, and then maybe
No.
another one, and they weren't really a big hit.
Oh, they.
Okay.
You just
You know,
throwing that out there to raise my blood pressure. Yeah, they had.
you do
They
really
had
like
3 or
them?
4. Oh yes, they were great. They had
Really?
3 or 4 songs that really were FM hits back in the FM days.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'd say, give me
Handle with
those
Care.
titles, but
Handle with Care was the big
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know the tunes. I just can't think of the
yeah, all
titles.
right.
I'll
I
have to
see.
do-
It
all right.
is unforgivable.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
We'll
let's
talk
talk
about that on our special Traveling Wilbury show coming
Yes,
up in
there
a
we
couple
go.
of days. Salute to the Traveling Wilburys.
look, we've got to talk about some of the most embarrassing politicians that have ever come out of Wisconsin ever.
Well, who are
one
you
is
going to
Glenn-
choose?
One
Yeah.
is Glenn Grothman. We'll get to
Yeah.
him a little bit
Oh,
later
boy.
on. But Derek Van Orden, what the hell, right? I mean, this guy,
what is
shouted
going
out lies during the State of the Union speech. What the hell? Who is
Yeah.
this guy? Is there any kind of self-control in the mega party anymore? Obviously not.
No.
Not at all. Van Orden defended his shouting out lies at Biden during the speech. He was inside the room, and it was difficult to tell who said it at the time. In fact, he denied that he had said it. And then later on in an interview, he just came out and said, "Oh yeah, that was me." And I have a little bit of this interview. You can't find it anyplace, but I did, and
All right.
I just want to play it for you this morning. So check it out. This is
Okay.
Derek Van.
Why did you yell out the president was lying?
The president should have started and ended his State of the Union address by apologizing to the American people. He's let 8 million illegal immigrants in to the country. He opened the border, and he can close it. So what he said there in the State of the Union, a tremendous amount of it was just flat-out fabrication.
You're obviously a member of the House. Is it appropriate for you to yell out lies when the president is addressing you guys?
Is it appropriate to tell the truth?
Is it appropriate not to be an adult in the room and let the guy
Show a little
give the
respect.
State of the Union speech?
Yeah.
What point was that? I mean, did you make an impression? Did you? I don't know. Get your point across? No, because we didn't know who you were out there in the audience shouting lies. The thing here is the interviewer probably should have said, maybe you could be more of an adult and not do that. And if you want to tell him he was lying, do it later, send an email, whatever it is. But my God, you shout it out at the State of the Union.
Yeah.
These
It's-
people, there's nothing left of that party. Nothing.
Yeah.
You would
What
think
is it,
that,
Sam?
You would think that Van Orden and other politicians like him, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, would be doing this sort of thing to appease their constituents. But at what point are they really just doing it for themselves and they actually believe all of this stuff?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, they do believe that stuff, and they do react.
It's just mind blowing.
It is
Yeah.
mind-blowing. It is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no decorum at the State of the Union anymore. They just feel like they can shout out anything at any point just to try to rattle, the president.
Right. Yeah. And
I thought he
it
handled
does-
it well. He's He doesn't take any crap. Just makes him even angrier,
Well, he let that one fly by. Of course, he also called out the Republicans for their grumbling and rumbling out there in the audience. Certainly not big fans, and that's fine. That's fine. But again, you don't need to shout out. There's nothing. Van Orden, he's doing everything he possibly can to lose his election coming up in fall. You would think that the people up there have had enough of these antics, these very immature, bully on the playground antics that he has. I thought maybe they would draw the line in the sand when he stepped away from Congress to have changing tire lessons out in front of the Capitol. He's showing other politicians how to change a flat tire. Because he's a manly man and he's promoting his manly book. It was ridiculous.
Couldn't he not even change the tire?
Well, no, the jack started sliding out. Right. The car started leaning.
We gotta find that cut again. We played that once before.
Yeah, we gotta find.
We should definitely find that one.
Yeah, it didn't work at all. He's having all kinds of trouble. Oh man.
But he's got this book, he keeps touting the fact that he was in the military and he's a really manly man.
Yeah, manly man.
What the hell? Who is this guy? He's crazy, right?
Well, yeah. And we've got a story coming up in our next hour about how it's not the Republican Party anymore, right? It's the MAGA Party, according to Don Jr. That's what he says. And we'll talk about that.
We're going to play that. I found the track with Derek Van Orden.
How to be a man.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
So one of the things the most common thing that I found that guys don't know how to do is to change a tire. So I'm going to walk you through. I'm not kidding you. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game called I Was a Navy SEAL and You're Not. So I'm going to tell you how to change this tire.
Change the tire.
We're going to change the tire. Brian, get on the lug.
Don't you want me to do the lugs first?
Yes, Brian, get on the lug.
Oh, wait a second.
So what's important here that you guys understand is that being a man is not about what you are. It's about who you are.
Okay, so who's
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Let me write that down.
Who's in distress. This is what a man does, not just a male.
I love
Whoa,
it.
watch it. Oh, what you got?
There's a little bit of teamwork going on right
This
here.
is amazing.
Jack's
Right. Why is it ultimately important to be able to do these kinds of things right now? And why do you feel like it's a lost art?
Well, if you talk to these people next to us out here in Manhattan, the vast majority of them do not know how to do this.
Do you know how to change a tire?
No.
I kind of failed at the manhood thing. So Heather, now take it away.
It was just a fiasco.
So just rescue us
You couldn't do it.
No, they couldn't. Again, the jack started sliding out. The car started leaning forward. It wasn't
People
going to
running
work
for their
out
lives.
well.
Look out!
That's right. They're running for their lives. Derek Van Orden, my God, what a total waste of human life. And we'll get to Glenn Grothman later on, where he just trashes transgender individuals.
All right.
Just outrageous.
Okay, I'm going to try playing this through Bluetooth. Hang on. Let me just try something.
What are you playing?
You'll hear in a moment if it works. I don't know if there's a commercial. There we go. There's some Traveling Wilburys for you.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Great song.
Being beat up and battered around.
It's a George song.
Being sent up and I've been shut down. You're the best thing that I've ever found. Handle me with care.
That wasn't a big hit. Was it?
Yes, it was.
Mr.
Doubting Thomas over there.
Look, I liked the Traveling Wilburys. I did. I really liked them. They had some great songs that never made it on the radio. That's what I was saying, basically.
Okay.
I actually like their music.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
I'm just
all right.
See if this works.
Okay, that was their big hit.
Yeah. End of the line.
Yep.
I believe this is right after Roy Orbison died, too.
Really?
Yeah. So they had recorded the song, but they had not shot the video yet. So in the video, they have a rocking chair in the corner with a guitar that's swaying to the music.
Oh, okay.
When Roy's part comes up.
When did he die?
Say that?
When did Roy Orbison die? I don't even know.
Good question.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Till the end of the line.
Waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring.
What was that slow song that they did? Really good,
Hang on.
good song.
How do I stop this damn thing? Where's the pause button? There we go.
Or just actually turn it down on the board so you don't get a notification on your phone and have it come through on the air again.
Oh, did I get a notification?
It happened on Thursday or Friday last week.
Oh,
Only
yeah,
like
yeah.
once.
Okay, I heard that too. Yeah. I'll turn it down here. Let's see. There was one other song. Inside Out. That was a Dylan song. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of hits. Those two were the biggest ones, actually.
But there was a nice slow one.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one that was. All right, let's get back on track.
One of my favorite ones. No one cares.
Well,
No one gives a-
here I got a list of them, but none of them are ringing a bell. Let's see. Where is it?
A list of what?
A list of Traveling Wilbury songs.
Oh.
If I can figure this out again. Yeah, never mind. I'll do it later. What else happened over the weekend? Anything? Oh, Trump supporters. I got this story about they won't let go of this petition to get rid of Voss.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
That's come up again, and he's.
If things are all that great, if it was a speech.
They're gonna today. They're gonna present the signature. They've got 10,000 signatures.
Yeah, they've got enough.
They've got enough. It's required of 6,850. And Voss says we're going to evaluate each individual signature.
Oh my God, that's just unbelievable. Yeah, because he's special, right? He deserves that. No one else does, but he deserves that.
Well, he's been a speaker more than anybody else, longer than anybody else, which I didn't know.
It's the weirdest thing is that when Walker was recalled, that was the worst possible thing. And voters already made a decision, all this stuff. And the thing is that he won his reelection was just stunning. That the people wanted this guy. After forcing through Act 10 and having millions of people protest around the Capitol, he still won a reelection. It was just. Yeah, it was a time when we all started thinking maybe we should move to Canada.
Yeah. You see Sean Ono Lennon?
Yeah, he barely got something to say.
Yeah. Well, he just helped to executive produce whatever it was that.
Well, they were playing him out. They're playing everybody out, and then he
They're
just
playing
kind of
everybody
popped
off.
in and he said, "Yeah,
said happy Mother's
happy birthday,
Day to
Yoko.
Happy Mother's Day because Mother's Day in Britain yesterday.
Yeah.
So he's yeah.
Which was
He's an
strange.
odd
I thought
kid.
Mother's Day.
Odd kid.
I thought,
He's an
Mother's Day. Did I miss that?
Well, in Britain,
Yeah.
it's a British day because I saw several of the British actors saying that during their thing. Do we have a guest tomorrow, by the way? Or do we have Brittany Merlot today?
I didn't think about that.
I wonder if she's just going to appear.
Call?
Well, I'll
Suddenly
send
call
her
in?
I'll send her the link quick.
All right.
It's not that critical, but I don't know. It's kind of a Monday thing.
Yeah, she wasn't here last week, which is probably why I forgot it.
Right. I think we ought to have a John and Gordy pancake special on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Ask if they have just a regular special, name it the John and Gordy special.
The
pancake place.
They will regret having us there.
Sooner or later.
We start making demands.
should have it all day. So then after we leave, people are maybe afraid to come while we're there because they think we're going to attack them or something, just with a microphone as soon as they walk in.
We're never really nice,
30 seconds. Got a little bit longer of an intro today.
What about Trump having Viktor Orban doing there's a Viktor Orban commercial.
No, really?
Yes.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, but I couldn't get the translation.
Oh.
It's out there.
Up in the morning at the crack of dawn. Wind has broken. Now the morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. 7 a.m. comes too fast, roll out of the bed to that alarm clock blast. It's a beautiful morning.
It is. Mad Radio WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM, the John and Gordy Show, broadcasting from the capital city of Wisconsin. That is, what the name is?
Madison.
Can't remember the name.
Madison.
Madison.
Yeah.
Madison, that's right. Guy Madison. The city named after Guy Madison, who was
that's
famously Wild Bill Hickok. No?
No, he was another cowboy. What was Guy Madison? Now we got to ask the Google machine.
And Jingles. It was
What?
Guy Madison and Jingles. Remember, he had his sidekick Jingles.
Yeah. Hey, Google, what TV role did Guy Madison play? Let's see if we got an answer.
According to IMDb, he played leads in a series of programmers before being cast as legendary lawman Wild Bill Hickok in the
There it
TV
is.
series
Oh, there you go.
Adventures
You
of
had it
Wild
right.
Bill Hickok.
Had it,
He
yeah.
played Hickok on TV and radio for much of the 1950s, and many of the TV episodes were strung together and released as feature films.
Oh, that's
really?
interesting.
I did not know that.
See, you learn something every day from the Google machine.
And I think he was on the box of Sugar Pops.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Okay,
maybe
that's
somebody has one of those that they can send to us.
You've made it in life when you start appearing on cereal boxes, right?
Yes, you made it. You have
We gotta
made
get-
it.
We ought to make
Well, they
John
used
and
to
Gordy
do that-
cereal.
Yeah.
Well, they used to do it with
something like that.
Wheaties all the time. They used to have all these athletes on
Well,
Wheaties.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We are not that.
No, we're not.
Is there
Yeah, I
some
don't-
kind of lazy cereal that we could be on the box?
Lazy.
On a box of grape nuts.
Grape nuts. Yeah, that's it.
Ugh.
Grape nuts.
Who eats grape nuts?
Of course, we're seniors. Maybe it should be bran.
That's right.
well-
Bran flakes.
There you go. Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, maybe we could have our own line of, yeah, that's a good idea. John and Gordy bran flakes. wake you up and get you going. First thing in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't mean running.
No.
Well, maybe the run to the restroom.
We'll get the marketing department working on that.
Yeah. I'm just shooting the stuff out here. Maybe they could
Excuse me?
use
What?
some of that
Oh,
stuff.
okay. All right.
Oh, God. Let's
Hey,
get
it's
to,
going to be a nice day today, John.
yeah,
It's going to be
yeah.
warm. It's going to get up to the mid-60s today. And same thing tomorrow. It's going to be nice and mild and no rain in the forecast. Just clear this morning, kind of clouding up already.
Well,
All right.
everybody was talking about how wonderful the State of the Union was by
Yes.
Joe Biden finally showing some energy,
Right.
some aggressive storytelling out
Yes.
there.
He was feisty.
It is.
Feisty.
He's feisty guy. I think that was one of the words they used. Feisty,
Yes.
right?
Feisty. Yeah.
Well, our dumb Ron Johnson had a different word for it.
Really?
Yeah. Let's play this little thing. I'm going to interrupt it constantly here by adding some facts to what Ron Johnson states. But let's check
It was
this
a
out.
speech by an angry old man.
There you go, an angry old man. That's
Oh, really? Okay.
You really can't have any energy if you're a Democrat. You can't, really, if you show any signs of life, you're angry. There you go. Because
right.
Ron Johnson, right in that clip, did not sound angry at all. Right?
No, he sounded very reasonable. Yeah.
Let's continue here.
If things are all that great, if everything's coming up roses, you'd think he'd be in a better mood. You'd think he wouldn't be so angry, but
My better mood, angry. Come on. My goodness sakes, he can't have any kind of energy level whatsoever?
Apparently not. No.
Oh, well, then they criticize him for that and saying he's not up to it. He's obviously too old. Right. But that didn't work into this conversation. Let's check out some more of what Ron Johnson was saying.
the problem is it's not coming up roses. Our nation is in deep, deep trouble.
It is?
It's in deep, deep trouble because of his policies.
Yeah.
He opened the border.
But he didn't open the border. He really didn't. He kept a lot of the policies down there. In fact, he would have signed the bill that the House was putting together and said they wanted to pass until, of course, President Trump, their president, he never lost power, asked them to, kill the bill. And that's what he did. They killed the bill.
They had it all negotiated. Everything was ready to go. They were ready to sign it, and then
And Biden said, if I sign it, I'll shut the border down immediately. And they didn't go for that either. Okay, let's constantly fact check what Johnson has.
He has the authority to close it. He just doesn't want to. He sparked 40-year high inflation, which made $1 that you held at the start of the Biden administration worth only 85 cents.
Oh, sure. Inflation has been down. A downward trend for a year and a half now, Ron. Pick up a newspaper. Check it out. Read sometime. It's a retreat of food, energy, good inflation. By the way, they call it greedflation. Remember? These companies took advantage of the inflation issue and decided to raise their prices and lower the amount of content in their food products. Let's continue.
People are feeling that pain. He's engaged in the war on fossil fuels. He's the one that...
No. There's no war on fossil fuels. U.S. oil production reached an all-time high. That's a war on fossil fuels? Boy, wow, he's losing that war. Let's continue.
Directed the embarrassing and dangerous surrender in Afghanistan that has emboldened our enemies and set the world on flame.
Oh, by the way, Trump negotiated that deal where we were withdrawing from Afghanistan, and that was a hard date. That was the hard date that Biden kept to. And that's what happens. You can't always predict how badly or how well these things are going to run, but if they run badly, then you can, of course, attack the opponent. All right, let's continue.
So these are all caused by President Biden's and his administration's actions, by their policies, and he can't defend them.
Yes,
so he gets
can.
all angry, blames everybody else. I thought was probably most galling at the end of the speech. He was talking about he was president for all Americans. No, he has painted half of America as potentially domestic terrorists.
No, you have done that. The MAGAs have done that, right? I know it because I have been tagged a terrorist. This is ridiculous. We've all been tagged terrorists. If we're not a MAGA, we are all terrorists, and we're trying to destroy the country. So much projection.
He's weaponized his federal agencies against Americans.
If they break the law, yes, we go after people who break the damn law, right? I mean, that's what happens. You have an insurrection, you penalize the people who caused the insurrection, right? We go after them. It's not weaponizing the government, it's using the government for that correct purpose.
Again, he falsely accuses Republicans of the exact same thing he does. He's destroying this country.
Oh, okay.
Okay, really?
That must be it then. God. Well, what is wrong with this guy? He is so... Why do we deal with what this guy has won election after election, and there is absolutely no reason for it. When he ran for office, his main purpose was to destroy Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, so no one could get the health care and the subsidies that go along with paying your monthly premium. He didn't want people to get that. He wanted the old system that was so expensive and so ridiculous that people could not afford health care at all. Now, tens of millions of people now can afford to get health care because of the premium support that they're getting per month. But he wanted to kill it. That's the only reason he became a senator, is to kill Obamacare. And he's still on that rant. But, we know that he was wrong, and we're continuing to support this guy. And he's running for election again. He said he was, term limits for him.
Right.
And then he's changed his mind.
Well, he's totally in for Trump.
He kind of likes the perks. He's got houses all over the place in major, ski country resorts. His family has airplanes and jets now. He doesn't want to leave, right?
No, he's got it made. Yeah. He's got everything he needs, everything he wants. Plus, he's totally in for Trump again. And, we had that story last week about how he was in on the electoral mess that they created. He was supposed to deliver something to the vice president, but he didn't know anything about it. He had nothing to do with it. Well, he sent a couple of texts to his chief of staff, but he wasn't really involved with it. He didn't know anything really about it. It's just it just goes on and on.
Seditious. He was actually a participant, and the reporter kept on saying, "But you're a participant, right? You were in on this."
Yeah.
Only for a few seconds.
Yeah.
In Ron's mind, that made sense. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a cut here. This is a long time ago, and not that long ago, but this is Ron continuing his rant.
Interest rates, mortgage rates doubled. Come down a little bit, but the average price of a mortgage has almost doubled.
But
housing is unaffordable. If you're a young person, you don't even feel like you can get married and start a family. It's just not affordable, and you're not even thinking probably about buying a house. That is.
Well, if I remember correctly, we were going to forgive a whole bunch of college loans so people could go out and buy a home after they graduate from college, but they were against it. But now he's complaining that people can't go out and buy a house after they get out of college because they can't afford it because of the interest rates, not because of their loans. Oh, my God.
It's a tragedy and a travesty. You take a look at their war on fossil fuels, which are artificially driving up the cost of energy. That's not helping. Across the board, the weakness that this administration is conveying to the rest of the world has also emboldened our adversaries, which is one of the reasons our world is in flames. And the Biden administration has no response other than send billions, tens of billions of dollars to other nations to secure their border before we secure our own.
No, that's not true at all. We're securing our border. We want actually immigration reform so we don't have the people rushing to the border if we had a nice, orderly new system in place. Of course, they don't want to take care of this system at all. And by the way, it's our fault that other nations are having wars with each other, right? Did we have something to do with Hamas? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know why. Why is that Biden's fault? Why is any of all of this Biden's fault? It isn't. Just because, it's the thing is they have made all this crazy stuff up, and the MAGA party is believing every second of it, all of it.
Well, they take it all. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
No, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. And now it is the MAGA party.
Yeah,
too.
I was going to say Don Jr. came out and branded it that way. Let's check this out.
I think the RNC is going to be a little bit more of that old school establishment. That Republican Party, frankly, no longer exists outside of the D.C. Beltway. But it takes a little while to make that transition. But again, I think the moves that happened today. I think that's the final blow. People have to understand that America first, the MAGA movement, is the new Republican Party.
That's it right there.
There you go. That's Don Jr. 7:19 coming up. Brittany Merlot is going to tell us what's happening weather-wise this week.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Were you on vacation? Did you go somewhere? Or just taking the day off last week?
I guess both. I moved.
Oh, you moved?
No, really? That's not a, fun vacation.
A crosstown move, or did you move?
Yeah, just crosstown.
Yeah.
It's a good one, though. I found a place that's bigger and cheaper, so win-win.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it a newer place or one of these really old houses, flat?
No, it's like one of those townhome apartment things.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Wausau doesn't have a ton of really run down, rickety old houses like Madison does.
I agree. Well, there's a section.
Yeah.
There's always a section, right?
Yeah. Some of those
coming
places.
up in about 10 seconds.
we got 10 seconds here. This isn't a long break. Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM at 1580 AM, Madison. The John and Gordy Show, and this is the time we've waited for. You know, somebody went on vacation and left us high and dry here. We did not know what was going to happen in the weather for the rest of the week. We were just, just running blind. We didn't know what to do.
That was last Monday. It's a whole new week, and Brittany Merlot has returned from her vacation. She went to the Bahamas for a week and enjoyed some fantastic weather there. How was it down there, Brittany?
How was your move to move to the Bahamas?
I went surfing. I swam with the dolphins. I did all of that stuff.
Nice.
Wow,
Good
that's
for you.
fantastic. Oh,
okay.
boy.
Now tell us what you really did.
Oh, it's terrible. The dreaded moving. Everybody hates. So.
Wow.
It's tough.
Yep. But we're done. We're on the other end of it, so it's all good.
But you had better weather. It wasn't horrible weather. Was it really cold the day you moved?
The day that I moved, it was supposed to be really warm that day in the 60s. And what happened here? It was like 50s and misting and rainy and just dreary. I was like, of course, this is the day I move. Maybe it's good luck like weddings, right? Isn't it supposed to be if you get married and it's raining, it's good luck? So maybe if I move and it's raining, who knows? I'm stretching here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, take it for what you can,
So now today we're going to get in the mid 60s, they're saying, and it's going to be warm again tomorrow. And I was reading an article about this past winter being the warmest winter ever in the United States. Is that what you're hearing? Is that what you're seeing, Brittany?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm seeing here as well. And I know we've been feeling that. Wisconsin's definitely got that in the books. And why not put today there too? So the record for today is 65 degrees, set back in 2012. And I think we're going to definitely beat that. Tomorrow, the record is 75. I don't know. We'll come close, maybe 70s. Yeah. But still abnormally warm. We're going to double our temperatures that we're sitting at right now. And, we're not supposed to be that warm.
How does that happen without, the Earth's crust just, snapping and cracking wide open? I just don't get how these temperature swings don't destroy what we have.
I've been having nightmares of this.
I know.
Like, what is that movie? Is it Perfect Storm? Is that the one where just all these wild things happen all at once? I don't know.
Well,
it's one of the
you're disaster movies. It is. It is.
The Perfect Storm. Yeah.
Yep.
So looking ahead, though, we've got a couple of warm days, and then any chance for we still need rain. I mean, we still are way behind in precipitation. Any chances this week?
Oh, you betcha.
Great.
It's going to be the same story, right? Spike in temperatures to start the week, abundant sunshine, windy conditions, high fire danger, right? We're still in a drought out there. And then by Thursday, that's when we're looking at the rain headed our way. Right now, it looks about half an inch to an inch, which we need every drop of that. So that'll be good news to get that rainfall on Thursday. And then afterwards, temperatures look to moderate out. They stay a little bit above average for about a week, and then they drop below average. I haven't said that very often.
Which means what exactly?
What? It's going to get really cold? Really?
We're going to go into the No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. It's not April 1st. It's not April 1st yet. I got to hold these jokes. But no, I mean, we do have some chances of some snow into the...
Oh, no.
I know.
We're not done with snow yet? Really?
No, we're not. In fact, in the next few weeks, I see a few more chances. It doesn't look like the big snowblower kind of snowfall, but enough to where our temperatures could produce that still as these systems exit. So I don't think that summer is around the corner. I think we're still in spring, and we got to remember that.
Well, we have some, greenery coming up out there already.
Right.
Because of those warm temperatures. And today, boy, I think that's going to really exacerbate that situation. Then we'll have snow on top of the green. What a horrible mess this is. I don't even
Some
want to
dogs
think
living
about
together.
it anymore.
Oh my God!
How is this possible?
I know. At least the ground will be thawed out somewhat, so it'll absorb some of that rain. I know, flooding in basements can happen, especially when it's still hard and the ground is solid and the water runs off. It has to go someplace, and
Exactly.
if you have a slight leak in a basement, that's where it'll go.
Yep, it
All
sure
right.
will. So,
All right.
no, yeah,
All right,
it's been
Brittany.
a wild winter. I'll tell you that.
It has been.
Well,
It's
Brittany,
kinda
thank you very
spoiling
much.
us.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, no, I just, you can continue if you'd like, but
Oh, I was just going to ask how you guys are adjusting to the time change. I'm just curious.
yeah,
we're
well,
horribly, and you know why?
It's always a
because
shock.
our damn atomic clocks aren't changing. Has yours changed yet?
Yeah.
you have an atomic clock,
Atomic clock? No, I don't.
Oh, yes, everybody has atomic
You
clocks.
got to have an atomic clock. You got to be connected to the rest of the world and know exactly what time it is.
It has a little reactor in the back, and you just turn it on and off. No, but
Brittany, thank you for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you next Monday.
Yeah,
all right.
Good. Have a good one.
Very good.
Enjoy your new apartment.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Okay. That's
take
Brittany
care.
Merlot, our civic media meteorologist, telling us what to expect ahead. Looks like a couple of nice warm days, and then and chaos by the end of the week.
We have Joe on the line. She wants to talk about Ron Johnson, Dumb Ron Johnson, as we call him here on the show. And it's not name calling. I've always called him that. You go to democurmudgeon.blogspot.com and just plug in dumb. Ron Johnson will come up. All the stories about Ron Johnson will be there.
Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes. So, Joe, good morning.
Hi, Joe.
What's on your mind?
Well, he's just another example of the fossils in our state government. And I enjoy so much his constant refrain. He must have test marketed this, that the world is in flames. The world is in flames. I don't know if you've noticed it, hellfire everywhere. And I think this is an opportunity for the John and Gordy fire extinguishers, okay? They were just the fire extinguishers for the world in flames fire extinguishers.
That's
Maybe
right.
They spew... Yeah, they spew facts, that counter some of this ridiculousness. I mean, the facts are, the lowest unemployment in 50 years, more jobs created than any other president, 25 months of job increases, which is unforeseen. The stock market's at a record high. Inflation is dropping down. And, are there problems? Sure. And he mentioned, that housing isn't affordable. One of the things that's driving that, I've read, is that some of these big companies like BlackRock are buying huge swaths of housing and then sucking it up and then renting it. Their idea is to just get a massive hold in the rental market. And then that property, that first home, that starter home, is taken out of the buying mix. And, that's a very important thing. What do you do against it? You don't solve it by just saying the world is in flames. I mean, where's your evidence, Ron? What's wrong? Where's your evidence? And I would, just to conclude my little rant on Ron here, I would mention the fact, in the past, Ron has talked about one of the ways of fixing Social Security is that every year the Congress could meet and decide how much people would get based on the budget. So, if you imagine you're going to get this amount, no, you're going to get 1/4 of that.
Right,
no,
exactly.
And I thought, this guy is supposed to be an econ. He's supposed to be a businessman. And you imagine people, for example, going to get a 3-year loan for a car. Well, what can you afford the second year? I don't know. Ron hasn't decided yet.
That's right. Well, he married into money, so
Yeah.
there's something to
didn't
that.
earn it. He married into it. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Anyway, so think about the fire extinguishers. I think
Yes.
there's a lot out there that-
The fire hose of misinformation. We've got the fire hose of truth.
There you go. Joe, thank you for your call. You got to move along. 7:29, we've got news, weather. Ham Yankee's got a farm update. And when we come back, Trump tries to read a teleprompter.
What did he read?
I don't know. John's got it somewhere.
We've got the
Cut
fire
437.
I've got the fire hose here. I didn't want to play it over Joe, though.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we got to have that. We got to have that. All right, what do we got? What else do we have?
The teleprompter, and then Trump makes fun of stutters.
Oh, yes.
So those two.
Yes.
So teleprompter and stutters, that kind of goes together. You were going to do that Nancy Mace.
I was. We'll do that. And Glenn Grothman.
You guys know who Scatman John is?
No.
There's a song from him that might be good for the stuttering thing if we do that first. I don't know though. He was a guy in the 90s who combined scat singing and like hip hop house dance music.
Okay.
But he had a really bad stutter, except for when he was scatting. And
right.
Yeah, I don't know. We could play
Right.
a song
Yeah.
from him.
There was a country singer named Mel Tillis who had a terrible stuttering problem. He'd go on Johnny Carson, and he talked about it, But when he sang, no stuttering at all.
Which proved he was faking all along.
No,
it's not. That's not that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trump reads his own name. Oh, God.
He's just a mess.
They just point out the teleprompter, that's where my name is. What a dip. All right. And then we have teleprompter. Oh, the stutter. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this comparison, the stuttering comparison, was just Midas Touch put it up, and they had him where he was making fun of Joe for stuttering, and then Joe is shown helping a 10-year-old.
Oh yeah,
and it's just
I saw that.
It's really emotional. It's good.
Yeah, I saw that. After that, what do we have?
Should we get into? We do have Whitgers, who said, speaking against access to contraception, it leads to infidelity.
Yes.
So I'm going to use everything on this page. This one page. Let's go right through it.
All right.
1 minute.
Oh, I love this track where Trump is broke. Honest to God, seriously, man, he's asking for $5-10 donations.
Let me mention Short Stack. When we come out.
All right.
And
Yeah. 30 seconds.
Yeah. 30.
Yeah, that sound.
Where's the Mad Pad? The Mad Pad.
That sound studio thing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Nothing. You couldn't hear anything from it for some reason.
Nope.
So that was strange.
10 seconds.
Man, it's a mad band.
I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. John and Gordy, the show in Madison, Wisconsin. Hope you're having a very good evening.
An evening. It's morning. What are you? Is your clock still that messed up that you don't know what time it is at all?
It is. It's
5
still
o'clock somewhere, Gordy.
Okay. All right. If you
it's
say
the middle
so.
of the night someplace.
Let's see. In Kiev, let's see. What is it?
You
I've got
have
it here,
access to this. You have a wall of clocks, right?
I do.
With different time zones on it and everything. It's just fantastic.
In Kiev, it's 2:35 in the afternoon. In Beijing, it's 8:35, and in Tokyo, it's 9:35. Okay. Right here, it's 7:35. So, hey, don't forget Wednesday. We're at Short Stack. Yes. John and Gordy return for another Wednesday morning. We're there every Wednesday at Short Stack Eatery, and they're at 301 West Johnson, right down the street, just a block away from the station here, just a couple of blocks from the Capitol. We invite you to join us. We'll be there from 6 to 8 a.m. doing the whole show there, and of course. We'll have a lot of fun, and, we'll have pancakes there. We've got all kinds of food. You can check it out. Yeah, there'll be coffee there. There'll be coffee.
They won't let that. They won't let that guy in.
No, we won't let. He won't be there, but you should be there at Short Stack Eatery Wednesday morning with John and Gordy, 6 to 8 a.m. Okay, all right, good deal.
I hope everybody turns out.
Hey, we're gonna have some T-shirts and stickers and stuff to give away too.
Yes, absolutely.
All that stuff. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to Donald Trump reading the teleprompter. Republicans, the MAGAs, hate it when Biden reads off a teleprompter or any Democrat reads off the teleprompter. And obviously, they don't know what they're saying, so they have to read the teleprompter.
Right.
And Trump is always bothering people about reading off the teleprompter. Well, in this case, Trump was reading off the teleprompter, and you know how it has his name in it to say, this is what you're going to say next. Trump says this. Trump says that. Well, anyway.
Is that what it does?
So
says that?
So Trump basically read that live.
Nominate again, yes, oh yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Yes, oh yes, we can.
Oh, yes, whatever, says President
says
Trump.
Says President Trump.
Isn't that incredible? Just this guy is like,
so he doesn't really look at the script ahead of time, apparently, or that wouldn't happen because that's what professional news readers do. They kind of look things over first, but not him. Just wing it. Just go for it.
Maybe the person who entered that into the teleprompter put his name in inadvertently, and he just happened to read it. But of course, no one knows what he was saying. I mean, how do you make sense out of whatever it was that he was trying to say here?
Nominate again, yes, oh yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Yes, oh yes, we can.
Yes, oh yes. What is he talking about?
What was that other gobbledygook he was saying?
Right.
Yeah. It's nuts.
The person who posted that said, the old boy's brain is scrambled eggs. That's one way of describing it.
Good description.
I do like that. All right, now it's media, or Midas Touch, rather, constantly puts out videos in regards to, trashing Trump as often as they possibly can. But they put out this incredible comparison between Trump and Biden. And Biden had a stuttering problem, and Trump decided to make fun of that. So what Midas Touch did is they compared the two. They played a little bit of Trump, and then they played Biden dealing with the stuttering problem. Mm-hmm. This is heartwarming as heck, and you're going to really love this thing.
2 nights ago, we all heard Crooked Joe's angry, dark, hate-filled rant of a State of the Union address. Didn't it bring us together? Remember, he said, I'm going to bring the country together. I'm going to bring it.
What's your name?
Oh, this is my son, Braden.
Hey, Braden, how are you, man?
We're here because he stutters, and we wanted to hear you speak.
Oh, man, come on. I tell you what. Don't let it define you. You are smart as hell. Now, you really are. You can do that. Can I get a phone number for you, and I can tell you what I used to do and how I would do it? Can you take his phone? Because there's about 25 stutterers I continue to work with. And I can tell you the things that help me. I know, by the way, the hardest thing is talking on the telephone. So I don't expect you to be able to. When I stuttered, I used to talk like this. And it took a lot of practice, but I promise you, I promise you can do it. I promise you. And don't let it define you. You're handsome. You're smart. You're a good guy. I really mean it. Don't let it define you. And you know when I say I know about bullies, you know about bullies. The kids who make fun, it's going to change, honey. I promise you.
That's Joe Biden helping a 10-year-old boy dealing with a stuttering problem. And I hope the audio was okay where you could hear some of that. But it was just so warm, so sincere. Yeah. And you have Trump, of course, making fun of stuttering during the State of the Union. Just an amazing thing.
Well, and he's made fun of disabled reporters, in the past. I mean, it's just disgusting.
It is.
It really is. I mean, special needs folks need help. They don't need to be ridiculed and, shunned.
Right.
And made fun of.
Well, I used to stutter when I was a kid.
Is that right?
Way back when, yeah.
Really?
It was a problem. My parents were very concerned about it. Back then, they didn't have a lot of services or a lot of help, so they didn't know what to do. But it all kind of worked out in the end. I just didn't say anything.
And then you went to radio broadcasting school, and they worked all that out, right?
They worked it out, yes. They had the physicians there to help me through that. No. But one interesting thing is, I've been going from healthcare insurer to healthcare insurer, and I went to the dentist once. I got a thorough checkup, and I was sitting in the chair, and the dentist came up, and after taking the X-rays and everything, came up and said, "Oh, I see the cat has your tongue. You're tongue tied." And I said, really? What are you saying? Because the little flap underneath your tongue is shorter.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have that. I have a short flap, and
okay.
That's why every once in a while I will make an error speaking. It's because it's just my tongue isn't long enough. Sorry about that. I am not. I cannot replace whoever it is with Kiss.
I've never known you to be tongue tied. Really, you've always. It's always been sounding good as far as I know.
Well, now you'll notice.
Okay.
Now I won't be able to say anything at all. I'll just make mistake after mistake.
No, I think
all
you're
right.
fine.
Well, okay. Let's get to one of our. Here. This is the crazy thing, and I'm noticing this more now. Like with Ron Johnson, he really was very misdirected on almost everything he's ever researched. His problem was always that he wanted to convince people of the problem first before we dealt with a solution. So he completely ignored solutions. He would just say, I really have to make you understand what the problem is first. And then that's why he's never been able to do anything. But now he is repeating all the mega lines. And what's happening here is we're finding out all of these Republicans are turning into these maggots. And it is crazy.
Maggots?
Right? Maggots.
Okay.
Yes. And we have a crazy one right here in Wisconsin. This is from the Intellectualist. They posted this. Wisconsin State Representative Chuck Wichers. And he's from Muskego. He was speaking against access to contraception. That's right. That's where they're going next on this. And he says it leads to infidelity. And I thought this is I know. And wait till you hear this guy, his logic, his reasoning, or whatever he's about to say. Check this out.
Some of the religious leaders said that historically, back when the pill was being developed, that there were comments of predictions of social behaviors that might exist, and they learned that from other societies in real time when they made these comments, and they said that it opens up the door to marital infidelity, and it did.
Oh my God! Really? Never happened before.
And you can laugh and mock, but you're laughing and mocking not me, but the people.
All comments will be to the speaker.
The government might force contraceptives upon married couples. That's happened in other countries, and so the government gets to have a role. They get to play supreme ruler. It increases a loss of respect for women, that men get to do whatever they want, and then women have to be able to control the natural reproductive course of the body. Nature has an intention, and when you have that act of pregnancy naturally occurs. That's nature doing what nature does. And then the woman has to counter nature by taking something that is highly systemic and highly invasive, according to the documents in the books that people that are pro the pill,
it's a pill,
stated in their books.
Invasive.
That's a science. We would begin to see ourselves as the ultimate masters of nature. So when nature does something it's supposed to do, and then we say, let's not do that. And we're talking not about, getting a pimple if you eat Doritos and drink chocolate or eat chocolate.
No.
That would be contrary to a health movement or nature. That doesn't improve your health.
It's a bad example.
Makes you less healthy, and there's side effects. In real time, our nation is having some of the same things with a proliferation of STDs as a result of going into I don't have to worry about pregnancy, so, men don't have to worry, women don't have to worry about pregnancy.
All right, there we go. There's witch gurus.
Is that some weird stuff? I mean, that is weird, wild, wacky stuff.
You are correct, sir.
He was just rambling,
I know.
Incoherently.
From Muskego, they thought he was a good person to elect somehow.
Okay.
Let's take a real quick look at what he was saying, basically. This is all projection and a fallacy known as the appeal to nature. I had to look this up, and here's some of the facts. Humans have been using technology to interfere with nature for thousands of years. We are a species known for our ability to create novel outcomes based on tools, medicines, and anything else you can think of. Electricity didn't just happen, from two trees rubbing against each other. I don't know. I'm just making, my head just, can't handle this kind of crap, Without technology, most of us would probably be dead. We've never been born or living our lives in extreme pain all the time, right?
Right. Yeah.
Without our ability, we're the higher level thinking people here. This is, that's what puts us above other animals.
Right.
That we can come up with things, invent things, come up with, vaccinations and way to save people's lives or ease their pain. That's what it's all about. The natural, the appeal of nature. This is what they really want. We're just going to go back, hey, if you got this, then that's it. Too bad.
Well, yeah, and what you were saying, like right at the start of this, was he's talking about access to contraception. Leading to infidelity.
Right.
Whoa, that's what? Just come on. That's just crazy talk.
Yeah.
Trying to connect the dots and
once you get rid of
doing a horrible job of it,
then there won't be infidelity anymore, because I know in the 50s and 40s, none of that ever happened. Never happened. It was the women's movement. It was the pill.
Yeah. That's right.
All of those things. This is their war against whatever happened before. They really, really hated the war protesters who said, maybe we don't want war or sending people off to war. Basically, they didn't want a draft anymore. We had the women's movement, the women's liberation movement. We have the sexual revolution. We had all of these revolutions. All the drug revolution we had. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole thing happened, and they want that all back.
Yes.
And that's where we're headed. That's their point. They want to repeal everything that came before.
Yes. 7:49 coming up. Tidbits, odds and ends, this, that, and the other, and some more leftovers. And we got a phone call standing by.
Phones were acting weird. He called like 4 times before I was able to pick it up.
Okay.
But they're working now.
All right.
What was that? Was that I Spy?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, this guy. Oh. Women taking that pill, invasive. It's always been, I always thought taking a pill is invasive, an aspirin or ibuprofen. God.
Yeah, if you can't swallow pills, I guess.
Oh, I know. God. Having a war against contraception, it boggles the mind, right? But that's where they're going. That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds.
Strange.
It's going back in time.
Time.
Yeah.
Dig this crazy pad. Man, it's a mad pad.
Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Mad Pad Radio. WMDX 92.7 FM, 1580 AM. The John and Gordy Show, broadcasting from the capital city of Wisconsin, Madison. Hope you're having a very good morning, and we're going to be talking about Katie Britt in just a moment. But first, we do want to take a call from Dick. Dick, how you doing?
Good, guys. Johnson, Trump, this guy you just played, we used to have a guy at work that was a lot like this, only the guy at work was a nice guy and meant well, and we used to call him crisis management. He'd create a crisis, and then he'd try to manage it. And that's what I'm watching with Johnson. The minute he opens his mouth about this electors thing and his involvement in it, he's in deeper and deeper every time, don't you think?
Oh, why, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't know when just to stifle himself, as Archie would say.
Right. Yeah. He's his own worst enemy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Trump is too, and that's why I'm of the thinking, let him talk.
Yeah.
Give him a long leash when it comes to Trump, I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. I think letting him say whatever he wants to say at this point is counterproductive, at least on that side of the aisle.
Yep.
Right.
Just let him go.
Crisis
all right, Dick. Thank you.
management.
Thank you for that call.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I love that. Let's get to Katie Britt. It's still, fallout on this thing. Katie Britt, of course, made the post State of the Union address
the
by
response.
the Republicans.
Sure. Yeah.
And, it's just...
It was unbelievable, and then of course that led SNL to do something too. So
absolutely. But first, I want to get to Christine Pelosi, daughter of Nancy Pelosi. She had a comment about this whole thing. Let's check that out.
I'm at my kitchen table with a message for Senator Katie Britt. Apologize. As a mom, as a sexual violence survivor, as a sexual violence prosecutor, I'm calling on you to apologize to the President of the United States, to your children, and to your constituents for lying about the horrific case of sexual violence that you exploited for political purposes and directly lied about to the American people. You said there was a young girl who was sexually trafficked. You implied that that young woman was sexually trafficked and raped and abused in the United States of America while Joe Biden was president, when in fact this is a story, a horrific story, of a tragedy that occurred years ago in Mexico when George W. Bush was president. You knew that when you said it. You knew that when you sat at your kitchen table and you lied to us. So now, as you say, God calls us to do hard things. We're calling on you to do the hard thing, do the right thing, apologize. Katie Britt.
There you go.
Wow.
And Katie was a guest on Fox News, and they talked about it. She lied again.
And so listening to her story, she is a victim.
Okay, but to be clear, the story that you relayed is not something that's happened under the Biden administration, that particular person.
Well, I very clearly said I spoke to a woman who told me about when she was trafficked when she was 12. So I didn't say a teenager. I didn't say a young woman, a grown woman, a woman when she was trafficked when she was 12.
Oh, you were perfectly clear. I'll tell you what, let's listen to that perfectly clear statement that she made.
When I took office, I took a different approach. I traveled to the Del Rio sector of Texas
That's where I spoke to a woman who shared her story with me.
Oh.
She had been sex trafficked by the cartels starting at the age of 12.
Not clear.
We wouldn't be okay with this happening in a third world country. This is the United States of America.
There you go. So I would think that she was very misleading in her comment.
All right.
Very misleading. By the way, I've seen other interviews with her, and she seems to want to make this a major issue for the country to deal with. We have so many things that this country needs to do. Mm-hmm. This is not one of them. Stopping sex trafficking in other parts of the world or Mexico or wherever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good luck with that. You know, you can work on that one, and we should work on it, but it isn't the major issue that we have to deal with in this country. Now, Saturday Night Live had, how can you top parody like Katie Britt's response to the State of the Union? How do you top it? Well, you get a star. And star power from Scarlett Johansson playing the Katie Britt part here. Let's check this out.
My name is Katie Britt, and I have the honor of serving the great people of Alabama. But tonight, I'll be auditioning for the part of Scary Mom. And I'll be performing an original monologue called This Country is Hell. You see, I'm not just a senator. I'm a wife, a mother, and the craziest bitch in the Target parking lot. I'm worried about the future of our children, and this is why I've invited you into this strange, empty kitchen. Because Republicans wanted me to appeal to women voters, and women love kitchen. But seriously. But first and foremost, I'm a mom. And like any mom, I'm going to do a pivot out of nowhere into a shockingly violent story about sex trafficking. And rest assured, every detail about it is real, except the year, where it took place, and who was president when it happened. And tonight, I am not just responding to the State of the Union. I am also selling these gorgeous bejeweled cross necklaces for you to see. This affinity diamond necklace goes with anything, and you can wear it from the church to the club.
They're always selling
And now
something.
I'm going to get weirdly seductive for no apparent reason. As I was saying, the American dream has turned into a nightmare. You know, my husband Wesley and I spend a lot of time in this kitchen worrying. Kitchens are where families have the hard conversations, like the one we'll have tomorrow about how mommy freaked out the entire country. But no, Biden's the one who is destroying our country. Just ask yourself, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? Back in the good old days of 2020, the year that nothing bad happened?
There you go.
There.
Oh, that was a great
Scarlett
response on
Johansson.
Saturday Night Live.
Hey, John, we are all out of time for today's show. That's going to do it for this Monday. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Hope you'll join us then. Have a great day. So long.
Bye-bye now.
John and Gordy.